Hello world, I am Retro Indie Josh, and welcome to my review for Random Heroes Gold Edition. Full disclosure, I received a free key for this game through Woovit for Nintendo Switch. The game is also available on PlayStation 4, Steam, and Xbox One, developed by Wobblyware and published by Ratalaika Games. So Random Heroes Gold Edition is a run-and-gun shooter with tons and tons of levels. The gameplay in general is your standard run-and-gun shooter. When you complete a level, you simply go to the next level, no fuss, no menu, no cutscenes, nothing of that sort. So you can really flow through the entire game if you want to. There are boss fights, but they tend to be just bullet sponges. The best part about the game is the way that you earn stars. I know a lot of games have tried to pull in this sort of mobile mechanic of getting stars by completing levels in a certain amount of time or getting a certain score or something, but in Random Heroes, the stars actually mean something. Each one of the stars has its own specific goal. So if you accomplish the objective for that star, you get the star. If you accomplish all three, you get all 3 stars. And later on, you'll get additional heroes by having more stars. So the first challenge star is to finish the level without taking damage. So that's a skill test to see if you can avoid all of the enemies. The second one is to kill all of the enemies, which is cool because it encourages exploration of the levels that often have branching paths and different hidden areas. And then the third one is to find the hidden coins, which is a secret area in every level that has a ton of coins for you to find. I like that all of these are optional and also encourages more exploration. The controls are generally pretty solid, nothing to complain about there, but what I will complain about is the design aesthetics of the game. Although the gameplay is fine, it can get incredibly repetitive because of the way the game is designed to make you grind through a vast number of levels that are very similar. Also, by having weapon upgrades at very high costs and small amounts of money that you pick up, plus locking weapons behind level unlocks. Not only does it take forever for you to upgrade your weapon, even if you grind to upgrade that weapon, you still get stopped from increasing your power. When I started the game, it felt very slow, and I was really going to dig into how many hits it takes to kill the enemies, and how tedious that is, and how I just tended to avoid the enemies altogether in each stage because I didn't want to sit there and shoot at them for 20 minutes. But once I got the weapon upgrade, the game just got so much better. It felt like the number of hits was better balanced and that I was playing, a good shooter. But then I got to the next area and there were enemies that took even more hits to kill, and I had to grind again to get my weapon power up. So it tries to have what we would traditionally call RPG mechanics, but they're not really RPG mechanics. It's just a way to make less game take you longer, and I really don't like that. The game obviously has the name of Random Heroes, so you would think these heroes would be very important, but just like the grind of upgrading your weapons, the grind of getting new heroes really doesn't do all that much. They all have different statistics that adjust things like their speed and their health, but these increments are very, very small and almost not noticeable unless you jump way ahead in the list of heroes. And looking ahead at what there is left for me to unlock, they really don't get to the point where they're significantly different from the others. None of the heroes have unique powers or different abilities or anything. They're simply reskins with slightly better stats. And the guns are pretty much exactly the same. Some of them fire faster, some of them fire louder, but generally they're just more of the same gun. I played about an hour of the game before I honestly got a little bit bored. I saw the first 3 areas and I tried a few different heroes. I think the game would have been a lot better if it had maybe a quarter of the levels that it has and allowed you to upgrade faster. Even if it was shorter, it would have been a better experience. I'd rather have a good experience for a short amount of time than an okay experience for a long amount of time. The graphics are generally fine, the music is kind of hit or miss. I didn't find any bugs of note, although if you try to drop down an elevator while it's moving down, you can't really do that, which is more just a little annoyance. So overall, I enjoyed playing Random Heroes for maybe about the first 15-20 minutes until I started to realize it was just the same thing over and over and over again. It wasn't going anywhere, it wasn't introducing new mechanics, and nothing that I earned, like upgrades or new heroes that I unlocked, really felt like an addition to the game. It just felt like continuing on with the power ramp. So I can't recommend the game, but I can't say that it's terrible. So if you're looking to burn a bunch of time on a kind of mediocre shooter, I guess it's fine. It's available on a bunch of platforms, but there are many better shooters that you can go and try out that will give you a more interesting experience, even if it's a little bit shorter. So that's all I have to say about Random Heroes. If you played the game, let me know in the comments what you thought. And also, I'm always looking for more indie games to review, so if there is a platforming shooter or other type of game that you want me to check out, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll review it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I post new content on retro and indie gaming every week, and I will see you in the next one.